In this video, I'm going to show you how to use tabs. And you can get to the Tabs panel by going to the Window menu, to the Type section, all the way at the bottom there, or you can press the keyboard shortcut, which is Command or Control Shift T. You'll notice on the Tabs panel that there's this little magnet icon, and that snaps the panel to your text object. So if I move my text object, I can click that magnet and it'll snap right back. And this makes it easier when you're visually setting tabs. I'm going to go up to the Type menu and show the hidden characters, and then I'm going to delete the space before this gray text and place a tab on each of these lines. And you can see that the hidden character for a tab is this arrow. The default tab is a left-aligned one, and I'm going to click this, and then you can see my cursor turns into that little tab icon, and then I can just click on the ruler to set that tab. You can also enter a specific value in this field here, and I'll type in 54. And now you can see that all of those lines are aligned on the left side. If I hide the hidden characters, you can see it a little better. Now I want these times to line up as well, because sometimes there's a 2-digit time and sometimes there's a 1-digit time, so I want to align those all by those colons. So I'll show the hidden characters again, and now I'm just going to press the Tab key before each of these numbers. It doesn't look that great right now, but we'll take care of that in a second. I'm going to select all of my text, and now I want to use a different kind of tab called a decimal tab. Now be careful, if I click this now to choose the decimal tab tool, what it ends up doing is changing the left aligned tab to a decimal tab, so I'm going to undo that, and now I can click with my decimal tab icon over here on the left of the ruler. Now this is not lining up just yet because I have to tell Illustrator what character to align that tab on. So over here in the Align On field, I'll type a colon. And now you can see that all of those colons line up, and I'll move the tab setting over to the right a little bit. And now you can see that all of those times line up, and they always will because they're aligned on the colon. So even if I have 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 12 o'clock, they will all be aligned the same. Now sometimes you'll see something like a restaurant menu or a price list, and the two sections of the line are kind of far away, so you want something to lead your eye from one side of the page to the other. So in that case, we use a leader. So with this left tab selected, I'll type a period in the leader field, and now you can see that there's a row of dots leading me from one side to the next. A leader can be any character or more than one character, so I'll type a period and then a space, and now you can see that those dots are alternating with a space. I could also type any other character, for example, a dash. If you get a bunch of tabs going and you just want to get rid of them all, you can select the flyout menu here and choose Clear All Tabs. And my hidden tab characters are still there where I press the Tab key, but nothing is aligned. You can combine tabs and indents for special effects, so if you look at our party postcard, you can see these times down here at the bottom center, and I'll show you how to do that with what we call a hanging indent. So here's my text just as I had it before, except I've added these dingbat characters, these orange arrows, and I have my decimal tab aligned on the colon, and then my left aligned tab on the gray text. I'm going to insert a soft return in each of these lines, and a soft return is also known as a forced line break, and you do that by pressing Shift and the return key. You can see that the hidden character is kind of a backwards L shape, so it's not a hard return that you would get by simply pressing the return key and getting that paragraph symbol. Now I want those bottom lines to align with the top one, so I'm going to change the indent. I'll select all of my text and grab this tiny little black triangle here on the left. It kind of looks like a single triangle, but it's actually split. And it can be kind of tricky to grab just the bottom one, but I'll give it a try and then slide it over here to exactly where my left aligned tab is. And that was at 58 points. So once I do that, you can see that those two lines are aligned on the left, and the numbers, the times, are hanging out to the left of those. If I open my paragraph panel, you can see that the left alignment is 58 points, and that's where I just drug that triangle, and this forces the first line indent to be -58 because it starts all the way at the left of the area type object, so it gets a negative value equal to that of the left alignment. Now I want to vertically align the numbers and the arrows, so I'll go over to the character panel and enter a negative value in the baseline shift. I'll just keep clicking until it looks right, and it looks about right at -9 points. Now that I know that value, I can just type that in for the 6 o'clock and the 12 o'clock. And there you have it. We have the times that have a hanging indent, and then the rest of the text, in gray, has a left-aligned tab applied to it. In the next section, we'll look at how to ensure consistency in your type and speed up your workflow by using character and paragraph styles.